In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 easiest ways that you can sell your info product over the DMs. And before you think this is only for low ticket products, I've used this same strategy to sell anything from 29 bucks to literally a one-on-one hour consultation with me that goes up to like $1,000 over the DMs without ever meeting these people beforehand. And it's pretty easy. And in this video, I'm just gonna lay down the entire framework I teach my private clients so that they can get really good at setting. So this is the art of setting and setting sales over the DMs on IG, specifically if you're a content creator and you have an info product. Again, last thing, when I say content creator, it doesn't mean you're some sort of influencer. No, it just means that most of your leads come through your IG or TikTok, which basically means that you're some sort of content creator because you have to post content and shit like that. So again, in this video, I'm just gonna show you the 5 easiest ways to get people to buy your info product over the DMs. And I'm just gonna give you the step-by-step strategy. Again, if you're watching this in 2024, awesome, you're gonna have a head start already. But let's just dive right into it. So setting, as I said, is a skill that requires a lot of practice. It's like texting the person you like. And looking to my right, I'm seeing a couple books that I'm gonna recommend that you're gonna love and you have to read if you actually wanna get good at this, because it is an art, right? You have to master this skill of saying the right things at the right time with the right context, which is super important. But again, I can't give you a script. And you have to have some discernment to understand how to gain leverage to do the ask, okay? I've sold, like I said, anything from $29 to $1,000 one-on-one 60-minute consultations with me in the DMs. There's no magic trick. There's no like magic script that I'm gonna give you and like anytime you say this magic line, you're gonna close people. Not really. There's a couple things that you have to understand that I'm gonna teach you, and honestly, it's not gonna take a lot of our time today, okay? It's all about leverage, okay? Remember that word when you're setting. And the best way to gain leverage in a conversation is simply by being just genuinely curious and have good intentions. Obviously, if you're watching this and you've been watching videos in my channel, which I give a lot of sauce, you're probably not a scammer and you're probably somebody that has good intentions and you truly wanna just help people. So if you already are a good human being and you already have a good offer, a good program, you have content going out, meaning people are like DMing you for more information, more stuff, and honestly, you just want to help people, you're in the right spot, okay? So in order to sell your stuff over the DMs, you have to have leverage. And in order to do so, you just have to be curious and good intentions. Again, I'm going to give you a framework, so stick with me, right? So once you do, you start building trust. So much so that the next common sense step is to just get on a call with you, or even better, just pay you over the DM, right? Because it just flows naturally. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So if you're in fitness, health, wellness, dating, mindset, finance, or any industry where you offer an info product and you're posting consistently over on Instagram, not having this skill will hurt your business. Like, you're literally burning cash, and I don't want you to do that. I need you to make cash so you can help people and just be a better human being, okay? So even if you're the business owner and you want to move away from setting, it's still imperative that you know how to do this. Again, I see this very often. People or other coaches are saying things like, hey, just hire a setter and like, you're good. Like, you're gonna be golden. You're gonna like just fucking scale to the moon. That doesn't work that way. Like, you have to understand how setting works because you need to know how this is done. So whenever you can hire somebody, you know specifically what they have to do and the things they have to do, like I'm about to show you, so they can do a good job, okay? So, because being honest with you, out of 10 people that you hire, probably 8 are not gonna do a good job, and that's completely normal. But you're gonna 100% guarantee nobody does a good job if you don't know how to do that job yourself. You have to do that job yourself, so you know specifically who to hire, how to train them, and just to make sure that they can just get in and do the fucking task, okay? Because this is a skill. You're hiring for a skill, not a task that any VA can do. And certainly, you don't want a VA to do your setting. Like, certainly, you don't want that. Pause. I just remembered. So there's other coaches out there, unfortunately, saying that you can just hire this out to people in the Philippines. No hate, but this is just true. People in the Philippines, people somewhere else, and they're just cheap VAs sending out like scripted messages that honestly just hurt your brand. You're hiring for the short term and not for the long term. Again, getting back to this, you have to learn how to do this shit first, okay? So again, it's imperative that you know this skill so that you can have a easier hire in the future. This is why mindlessly hiring setters without understanding what I'm about to tell you is going to hurt your business. Okay, super simple. And there's 3 main things, and I'm going to give you the step-by-step process. So first of all, in order to get really good at setting, you have to study. Yes, welcome to business. You have to learn fucking skills. There isn't necessarily a good book on like setting, but this isn't anything special other than understanding conversations and human psychology. So 3 books that I recommend are Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. It's a thicker book, but like half of the book is like references, so you're fine. Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. I'm reading that because I have it in my what's it called? My library. And then How to Talk to Anyone by Lowndes. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but he gives out like 92 tips or 90 something tips to have good conversations or ask good questions, which is awesome. You need to know the art of asking questions. And obviously a classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I forget who wrote that, and I should. I'm a horrible person. No, who wrote this book? Hold on, I have to know. Wait, I was gonna say something so wrong. Okay, so it's Dale Carnegie. Awesome. So moving on, after obviously you study this thing, you have to put it into practice. Like legit, read these books, meditate on them, think about the things you just read, put them in practice, have conversations. Like legit, try it with your friend, try it with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with your family, talk to people, practice this stuff because practice makes perfect, obviously. And then lastly, play, have fun with it, test this out, test different openers, test different questions, test different things of saying things. See what works, see what doesn't work. Make SOPs so you can train your setters. Record yourself having conversations in the DMs and thinking out loud so you can record this and send it to a setter. Like all these things are important. You have to understand the things that you're putting into practice and put them into practice as if you're already at like 300K a month, because you need to have this systems in place, okay? I reply in Spanish, English, sometimes Portuguese, like depending on where they're from. It just doesn't matter. Just play, have fun. Let me give you an example. Like legit, this happened today. So I have a reel that's going like semi-viral, and this guy says, "Hello, could you send me this info? I appreciate you doing that." And then I went to his profile again, just doing things better, like 10% better. Like legit, like 2 more taps. It's like tapping to see the guy. I see he's in Brazil, so I know some Portuguese. At least I like to say I know Portuguese. So I entered in Portuguese and asked the question in English, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, I don't mind." So have fun with it. It doesn't have to be robotic. It doesn't have to be boring. Test a bunch of shit. So if somebody sends me a DM in English and I see their profile, they're in Spain and it's on Spanish, I'll answer in Spanish. I have clients in Latin America, their entire program is in Spanish. My program is in English, but I have meetings with them in Spanish and like all these things. So it's just all about having fun. It's all about play. But again, you can't play if you don't know the things, okay? So now getting to the 5-step framework, I'm gonna like really just rush through this real quick. So if you hear some weird noise or banging, there's like some guy banging on some wood. I don't fucking know what's going on. All right, so diving into like the 5 different things you have to master. Obviously, first and foremost, you have to have discovery. You can't have conversations if people can't find you, right? So if you don't have traffic, if you don't have something that's generating some sort of attention, then we have a problem and we have to fix that problem. So obviously, first and foremost, discovery. So in order to have conversations, and in the first place, you need reach. So you have to reach a group of people. Secondly, you have to have attention, which is basically, are you getting attention from the right people through intentional content? Big mistake content creators make. And when I say, again, let me just remind you, content creators are not influencers. Content creators are basically people who have info products and they sell online services like online coaches in fitness, mindset, relationships, all this shit. You're a content creator. That's what you are, and also a coach, and also whatever. So are you getting attention from the right people? So what people do wrong is that they just want to do viral content. So pause again. So like there's this like blinking sound on IG that's super trending. It's like half a second long. People are getting like millions of views only because you're tricking the algorithm. yeah, nice. You're gonna tickle your ego by saying I've got a bunch of views, but that translates to absolute fucking nothing. So fuck monetization again. Like I'm like cursing so much, but you want to have the attention from the right people through intentional content. I have a bunch of videos on intentional content, so just go through my YouTube channel and you'll find some stuff to help you with it. So you have reaching people, attention, the right people, the right attention, and then yeah, what I just said, don't post things to just go viral. That doesn't work. Post a combination of top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. And lastly, distribution. So like how are you distributing your assets? How are people booking calls? How are you delivering value? How are you following up with people? How much value are you giving? All those things are important because you need reach, attention, and then those people who are getting attention or like, yeah, you're grabbing their attention, you have to distribute whatever it is that you want to give them out. So a YouTube video like this one, or an asset, or a training, or a Google Doc, whatever. So you have to have distribution so you can give people something in the DMs, which I'm going to talk about that in just a second, right? So second thing you need is curiosity. Like I said before, lead with childlike curiosity to get people to open up. Take the extra step, like I said in the other example, like just go to the profile, find a picture of like them holding a puppy and be like, yo, like fucking beautiful puppy. So you wanted this ads training? Yeah, let me just give it to you. Like, be human, dude. Like be better. Like, trust me, your competition sucks. I get pitched so many times a day, so many times a week by people who just have no idea how to do this thing. And maybe I'm doing the world a disservice because I'm giving this out, and maybe they'll use this into practice and become better, and like whatever, it doesn't matter. Value, right? So take the extra step, like be better, okay? Conversations should be you asking questions so that you hold the frame. This is extremely important. Again, when I say be better, it doesn't mean befriend them and like ask them about their holidays and all these things. No, like be the coach, be the person that's in charge of things, be the expert, because you need to have the authority, you have to be the expert, and you should be the person asking the questions because you have to lead the conversation. Especially like right now, the reel that I said is going semi-viral, it says DM me the word ads and I'll give you a training. Awesome, that's good. So when people say things like, hey, can I have this thing? I'm not just gonna give it away instantly. I'm gonna ask questions because I might have other things I can give this business owner so they can have more value. But I have to ask them questions. Ask good questions and take the conversation where you wanna take it. So you hold the frame and control the direction of the conversation. A good thing to do, a good practice that I teach my clients is have a list of questions you need the answer to in order to pitch the call or the program. For example, I've trained a bunch of like fitness coaches, right? So some are more specific to the type of people that they help. So just to give you an example, maybe you're a fitness coach for postpartum. You have a postpartum program, right? So one of the questions you might ask in the DMs is like, hey, when were you due, or when are you due, so that you understand if they already had a baby or whatever. Or you could say, oh my God, that's beautiful. Like I see that in your post that you're like 30 weeks pregnant. So approximately when are you due? Awesome. And do you want to get started with it right away? Like, how can I help you? So that you have, one, you understand like where your client is from, as in like what pain do they have right now? What value do they want to get to? What result do they want to have? If they want to have the solution now, like have a list of questions you can ask so that then you can be like, yeah, by the way, like everything you've told me makes a lot of sense and I can help you. I've helped people just like you. So would you be against jumping on a quick call to see if I can help you further? Simple. But when you lead with curiosity, when you build it up, rather than just jumping straight, it makes more sense. Again, like the next common sense step is just to get on a phone with you. That's done via curiosity. Then we have value transfer. Give everything. But ask the right questions so you give the right things. So what I mean is, if this has happened to me so much. People are like, oh my God, please help me with ads. And I could just send them my checklist on ads, but I just ask them questions like, hey, are you running ads currently? No. Okay. Why do you want to run ads? Oh, because like I have a lead problem. Okay, so you have a lead problem, not an ad problem, right? Yeah, lead problem. Okay, cool. So what's your offer? And they write a paragraph. Okay, your offer is not clear, so I don't think you have an ads problem. You have an offer problem. Do you want me to send you something about offers you can make that fix? and then you can run ads, but you gotta go step by step. That's the type of value I want you to give. That's what I do with people. A lot of people want something, but they don't know what they don't know, so it ends up being like they need something else completely. And then people will associate you with value. So give good value and people associate you with something incredible. And then they'll work with you. This is how it happens. Number 4, I made this word, like you want to be nonchalant. You want to portray this like nonchalantness about you. Basically, detachment from the outcome. Just give value, man, and like ask good questions. And if it makes sense, just pitch the call or just be like, yeah, I help people with this. It's this much. You want me to help you? Like legit. Because you wanna play, you wanna try things out, but detach yourself. Don't take it too seriously. Talk with people with the goal of delivering value. However, always have a roadmap to follow, aka good questions. Not a script, but good questions to do. Or the other thing is, and I should have drawn this out. I might, maybe, I don't know. Stick to the end and find out. So one of the things is if you're giving out a free, like a lead magnet, when somebody says, hey, can I have the lead magnet, rather than just sending them right away, be a good coach, ask follow-up questions to see if you can give them something else for value. And that's the roadmap you're gonna follow. Hey, so whenever somebody asks me for this thing, rather than just sending it right away, let me ask them a couple of questions to see if I can send them something else. That's kind of like the framework you wanna have, but you can just be nonchalant, literally. 5, most important, is the tracking mechanism. I can't tell you how many info product business owners above 30, 40, 50K a month don't have good tracking. You have to track your leads. If you lose leads, you lose money. That's very simple and fucking obvious. So track your leads, track the progress where they are, like track if you need to follow up with them, track all those things, track where they came from. Use any CRM to do this and organize it. So use Go High Level, Monday, Asana to track your leads. So again, super quick discovery, you need traffic, obviously. If you want to know how to get that, I have a bunch of videos on it too. I have a video that's I help one of my clients make $1 million a month, so I tell you exactly how to get leads. Super simple. I'll link that video at the end of this video, so just stick with me. And then curiosity, value transfer, being detached, tracking your stuff, and then have fun with it. And then the books that I recommended: Persuasion, Never Split the Difference, How to Talk to Anyone, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that's it. So if you want to learn more about how we do this one-on-one for our clients, down below I'll leave a link. If you're an info product business owner, you're making more than 10K a month, then I can absolutely one-on-one help you out. If you're not there yet, I'll have a bunch of free stuff that you can use too and gain a lot of value. So go through my YouTube content, and if you have any other questions, drop them down below in the comments or send me a DM in IG and I would love to help you out. And just send me a DM and you'll see how this works like live, honestly. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one.